Hey y'all, welcome back to Frizz and Fragrance. My name is Kara. Whether you're new or returning, thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me for another one. I have been down bad and not wanting to smell anything, but I am back, and today I have a fun one. We are going to be smelling the Volume 1 Fairy Tales Discovery Set by Mischief Academy. So if that sounds good to you, keep watching this video. Let me know what you think and come on down the fragrance rabbit hole with me because we're trying to smell good over here. All right, let's get started. So how are you? I cannot complain. I am filming this on a Sunday afternoon, and yeah, I am good. I have no complaints. So let me know how you're doing in the comment section, and let's go ahead and get into this. I just did some research on the Mischief Academy website. It is super cute. I did get this discovery set from Luckyscent. It was $48, but if you get it from Mischief Academy, they have like a $30 voucher for a full-size perfume. I've been sitting on this for like a month. I'm so backed up, but I love fairy tales. And for those who don't know, I'm an educator, so I love like the primary grades. I love fairy tales. And when I was growing up, my mom was a librarian, so I've always been into books and stories. So this really caught my attention, and I wanted to try it out. I'm gonna get on the website, and I am going to put up some screenshots that I'm gonna be taking. I went to the About page first. Mischief Academy is a fragrance brand for the mischievous, drawing inspiration from fairy tales, life's playful moments, and cherished childhood memories. Our fragrances are crafted to spark joy and a sense of wonder. And this is their first discovery set. This launch is their first, so there are 7 of them. Everyone was once a kid, inspired by the quote in The Little Prince by Antoine de Saint-Exupéry. All grown-ups were once children, but only few of them remember it. We want to help people connect with their younger self and see the world in a happy light. Meet Mr. Puff, pro prankster, master of style, honey connoisseur, great taste in fine fragrance. And then they have their 3 values: childlike joy, whimsicalness, and craftsmanship. So I just thought that that was really cute to include on the website. And it does say that they have a commitment to sustainability. Their packaging is 100% recyclable. This house is also cruelty-free. Here is what the discovery set looks like. And this came from Luckyscent. When you open it, look how cute. They have the card that opens up, and it tells about each of the 7 fragrances. It also comes with tester strips with each fragrance name, which I thought was really thoughtful. And then we have our 7 fragrances. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. I am gonna slide over because I'm gonna be posting some images from the site. We are going to be starting with Winnie the Pooh. This one is, of course, inspired by the book Winnie the Pooh. And at the heart of Winnie the Pooh is a realistic honey accord blended with sweet vanilla. Bright top notes of lemon and bergamot add a zesty sparkle, while clary sage provides a comforting touch. Celebrate Pooh's birthday bash with this sweet yet complex honey cake. And this one is not vegan because it has beeswax absolute. The full-size bottle is 50 mLs. And it is $120. Again, we have notes of honey, beeswax, bergamot, lemon, lavender, clary sage, vanilla, and tonka bean. It says that it is a unisex fragrance. It has a moderate projection, and the longevity is 5 to 6 hours. Of course, I will have to come back and update you on that, but I love that this website includes that information. So let's go ahead and test this one out. This reminds me of springtime. There's the beeswax and honey note, and it's very fresh, a little bit powdery. I smell the bergamot, not really smelling the lemon or the lavender or the clary sage. Definitely some vanilla though, and tonka bean. Let's try it on the skin. Oh, this smells really good. Oh, I like this one. I really like the honey note in here and the beeswax note. It's very fresh. Now on my arm, I can smell a hint of lemon. I can smell a hint of lavender. And I definitely smell the vanilla and tonka bean a lot more. We'll see how it continues to settle down. This is a daytime fragrance, in my opinion. It's springy. It just reminds me of like being out and frolicking. Yeah, this is great. I really like this one. I think this is gonna be a fragrance that you could wear like out and about during the day, to the store. You could wear it to work. I think this is a very people-friendly fragrance. This is a safe blind buy for me, but it's hard for me to say fragrances are safe blind buys. This is a yes. Could I see myself getting a full size of this one? I definitely could. I mean, $120. I guess that's not super expensive when it comes to fragrances. I mean, we know some fragrances can really get up there, but I would pay that for this. Ideally, a travel size would be more ideal for me with this one. But all in all, I think Winnie the Pooh is a win, and it really does embody the character Winnie the Pooh and the honey. If I had to sum this fragrance up in a word, it's cheerful. Yeah, it's a happy fragrance. Just taking a look at some of the reviews. 4 out of 5, brilliant. It's not my favorite, but it's good. This scent is like nothing I've ever tried before. It's oddly spicy, although there's no spice in it. This person mainly smells honey and vanilla. They said they're smelling maybe something that's almost like eucalyptus, but maybe that's the clary sage. And it says that this is a complex fragrance. They said it's a delightful surprise. Yeah, I said cheerful, and I totally agree with that. This is so cute and smells so good. You get more of the clary sage and bergamot than the honey. This one said nope. Oh, they said it smelled horrendous. And the last review said that this reminds them of their go-to fragrance, which is Marc Jacobs honey, that is sadly discontinued. More positive reviews than negative, and I am smelling that spice note. It probably is a clary sage. All right, now we're gonna move on to fragrance number 2, which is the Little Mermaid. This one is also $120. And it's inspired by the book, The Little Mermaid by Hans Christian Andersen. The Little Mermaid is the most magical lilac scent, led by a sparkling champagne note in the opening. Its floral notes at the heart are translucent and bright, complemented by a whisper of ocean breeze. This scent captures the mermaid's femininity and her adventurous life under the sea. Ooh, so this is gonna be a floral, fresh fragrance. What was Winnie the Pooh? Let me see what Winnie the Pooh was, because I don't know if I mentioned that. Okay, Winnie the Pooh, it says honey vanilla. Now this one is gonna lean more feminine. We have notes of pink champagne, lilac, sea salt, ocean, lemon zest, and seaweed. This has a strong projection and a longevity of 6 to 8 hours. Yeah, this one's another one that's really fresh. The first thing that came to my mind was ocean, like an ocean note. And I don't know what will create that accord, because it just says ocean on the notes. It says pink champagne. I don't know how to really describe that, but there's definitely the lemon zest in there. It's beachy. And what I like about this one is a lot of times beach scents have coconut, and coconut can be hit or miss with me. And it's not that. This is just very refreshing. The sweetness, it's kind of sweet, and I'm wondering, is that the lilac and pink champagne? I don't know if I'm really getting seaweed, but definitely that lemon zest is there. So let's try it on the skin, and I'm trying to make sure I have my areas separated. Yeah, I really like this one. I love the lemon in here. Really stands out to me. This is very spring and summery. I think I like the Winnie the Pooh better than Little Mermaid. I can't see myself getting a full bottle in it, but I can see myself wearing it. I don't think I would pick this one out just on its own, but as a part of the discovery set and the fun of relating this to the story, The Little Mermaid, it really fits. If you're not a vanilla person or a gourmand person, if you like fresh scents, that's what this is gonna give you. It's fresh and girly. Yeah, it's nice. And I don't think it's an overpowering fragrance. Again, this is one that I think you would wear in the daytime. It's not sexy. You know, it's cute, but it's not immature. So that's the Little Mermaid. So that was the Little Mermaid. And now we're moving on to the Mad Hatter. I'm really excited about this one because it was inspired by the book Alice's Adventures in Wonderland by Lewis Carroll. And Alice in Wonderland is probably my favorite fairy tale. The Mad Hatter is an electric fragrance featuring bold rum and toffee accords enriched by the creamy sweetness of milk and butter Edged with notes of leather, black tea, and saffron, it transports you to a whimsical tea party. Join the Mad Hatter for a scent experience full of chaos and fun. This one is $140. We have notes of cognac, rum, toffee, condensed milk, butter, leather, black tea, and saffron. This is a cognac amber fragrance, and it is unisex. The projection is moderate and the longevity is 5 to 6 hours. Dang, I used a lot of this. How did I use so much of the Little Mermaid? That's a mess. Ooh, this one smells really good. I smell sweetness though. So let me just see. I didn't say you were bothering me. I smell a lot of sweetness. Let's see. How do I describe this? It's sweet. It's not what I thought. Cognac, rum, toffee, condensed milk, butter, leather, black tea, and saffron. I'm just smelling something really sweet. So let me spray it here. This is my favorite so far. I'm having a hard time. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. I think what I'm smelling is the rum, the cognac, and I think I'm smelling the black tea. I'm not really sure what else would give it. It's tea. What I'm saying is sweet is the tea. As this is drying down, I am getting a hint of a leather. I'm glad I'm not getting too much toffee. Yeah, definitely unisex. And you know what? I really like that. I love that hint of the black tea in there. Let me look and see what other people are smelling. And then I'm gonna have to go back to the Little Mermaid really fast and see what they were saying. This is a mysterious scent that has so many warm layers of which it can be for both men and women. And because it's unique crafted, it's one I'm in love with and can't get enough of. The earthy yet sweetness just balances each other out. Yes. And I think that the description of it being chaotic, I think it says something like that in the description, is really accurate. Smells so different in such a refreshing way. Can definitely smell the tea and milk, very cozy. It is, but it's not like a buttermilk gourmand. So you're not going to be smelling like bread or, you know what I'm saying? It's not going to be one of those, it's not a foodie smell, in my opinion. I really like that. I like that. It's sweet, earthy, leathery. I think my favorite note in here is the black tea. I do want to quickly go back to the Little Mermaid because I want to give an overall. There's only one review here, and it said they love it and it's giving ocean seaside vibes. All right, the Mad Hatter is my #1 pick as of right now, but we still have 4 more scents to go. So we are going to be going to the Cursed Apple next. Oh, I think I'm gonna like this. So the Cursed Apple is $110 and it's inspired by the book Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs by the Brothers Grimm. And it captures Snow White's tale with a red apple scent layered with floral notes. This fragrance is both elegant and feminine, mirroring Snow White's youthful, innocent beauty. Beneath its bright and floral allure, a subtle bitterness lingers as a nod to the evil queen's poison. So we have notes of red apple, poison, which is the bitter accord, rose, violet, lipstick, and wild berries. It is a fruity floral. It's more feminine, strong projection, and longevity of 5 to 6 hours. As soon as it said lipstick, that's it right there for me. I swear this Little Mermaid one might not have been full because I sprayed these other two a lot and they're not that low. So I'm getting a burst of apple there. And rose. I can smell the lipstick. I don't know what makes the lipstick note. I think is it orris? Let me look that up really fast because I think that would be very helpful for us here. Oh, iris, not orris. Iris, violet, and raspberry. So there are berries in this fragrance. There is violet. Okay, so that might be it. And maybe there's iris in it and they're just saying lipstick, like to be mysterious. I don't know. All right, let's go ahead and spray here. I love fruity florals. So this is right up my alley. I'm not really smelling any bitterness here on the paper. So it's lipstick, it's rose and apple, which makes this lean a bit more feminine. Let's spray it on the skin. Yeah, this is a winner. Trying to think, I have some other lipstick fragrances. Guilty Crush by the House of Oud, which is a very rose heavy fragrance with a little bit of berries. So I could see those going well together. I also have Lipstick Fever by Juliet Has a Gun. So that goes hand in hand with the Cursed Apple. If you're not a fan of a lipstick note or rose, you might want to skip this one, because this is not the same type of apple that's in the Kayali Eat and Juicy Apple. It's not a shampoo-y apple fragrance. Some of the apple fragrances give me the shampoo-y vibes, which I do like those, but that's not what this is. There is something that keeps it toned down, which I'm going to assume is the Bitter Accord. And I like this one. I don't like it better than Mad Hatter. And you know, I thought that the sweetness of the black tea was starting to disappear, but it's still there. I'm just able to pick up on those earthier notes, the leather especially. Yeah, Mad Hatter's gonna be number one. Smells like a perfume from the 80s with that lipstick vibe in the best way. Apple lipstick and the poison note keeps it from being too sweet. Totally agree with that. So that is a win. I mean, all of these have been a win, but the Mad Hatter has my vote for number one. I'm really excited about this next one. We are going to smell Hansel and Gretel. This one is $120 and inspired by the book Hansel and Gretel by the Brothers Grimm. Be transported to the gingerbread house from Hansel and Gretel's tale, where scents of freshly baked gingerbread cookies meld with the comforting embrace of hot chocolate. Spices and rich vanilla notes add depth, crafting a fragrance that feels like home, all but a trap set by the Wicked Witch. So we have notes of gingerbread cookies, hot chocolate, rum, cinnamon, clove, tonka bean, and vanilla. This is making me think cold weather vibes. It's a gourmand, it's unisex. It has a moderate projection and the longevity is 5 to 6 hours. This is cold weather vibes all the way. I'm smelling hot chocolate. I'm smelling gingerbread. I'm smelling clove. It's a little boozy. That's nice. Yeah, I love this. This is a win for fall and winter. I'm really getting strong hot chocolate notes. If you are a foodie person and you like those foodie fragrances that smell edible, that smell like someone's making hot chocolate or baking chocolate chip cookies or brownies or something like that, you are going to get that from this fragrance. That's a win as well. I do have a bunch of foodie fragrances, so this fits in with the types of fragrances that I like. It doesn't smell overly strong though, which I'm glad. And this would be one that you could probably layer with a lot of different things, especially a vanilla. I could even see this going with a cherry fragrance in a way, like if you wanted a cherry chocolate fragrance. I love the clove in here and the cinnamon. It gives it a hint of something spicy. I like that. So Hansel and Gretel, those gingerbread house. Yeah, gingerbread house. Yep. I'm just trying to think. I was thinking it would be a little sweet too, because there was like candy, I thought, like on the gingerbread house, but it's not very sweet. It's chocolatey, but it's not super sugary, which I'm fine with that as well. Now let's look at the note said my girl loved it. So enough said. If you're into foodie scents, gourmands, this is going to be great. This would make a great candle. This would make a great home scent in the fall and winter time. It makes me think about baking cookies or snuggling up by a fireplace. Yeah, I like that. The only one where I feel like I would really want a full size right now is the Mad Hatter. We have 2 more left. I'm so excited to smell this next one, which is Pinocchio. Pinocchio is $120 and it's inspired by the book Adventures of Pinocchio by Carlo Collodi. Pinocchio is a unique woody fragrance that captures the essence of a wooden boy brought to life. With notes of Palo Santo, cedarwood, and sandalwood, it offers the softest wood experience imaginable, balanced with hints of peach and saffron. It tells a story of transformation and redemption. We have the notes of Palo Santo, sandalwood, peach, saffron, vetiver, and cedar wood. And it's a Palo Santo woody fragrance. It's unisex, moderate projection, and longevity of 6 to 8 hours. Yeah, so it's woody, but then there is a hint of something sweet, which is the peach, Palo Santo can be really strong. I like the way it smells. I have some that I have burned in the past. I haven't done it recently. I really love sandalwood as well. Vetiver can be kind of bitter smelling, and you know, the cedarwood is another very woody note. So let's see what this smells like on the skin. I wish there was more peach in this one. The peach is so subtle, and I love peach, but I do like that there's a hint of it that helps to balance out all of the woodiness in this fragrance. When they said that it's the softest wood experience imaginable, that's what I feel. It's woody, but it's not like in your face. It's very soft and comforting, and it's not making it overly masculine. It's earthy. I like that. I honestly could see myself wearing it. Probably not a full-size bottle, but I could see myself wearing it because I do like the woody notes and fragrances. Oh, we don't have any reviews. I'd love to know what people think about this one. Let me go over to Fragrantica really fast. This person says, for them, it's probably the least interesting out of the set, but it reminds them of Santal 33. They don't get the peach note. I do get it. And they said it's a dry, smoky wood. I don't know. I think this is very, very soft. It is a very small hint of peach. This person says it's a milky sandalwood, somewhat similar to Santa Jardine's Sandalwood Temple, but with added vetiver. I've seen a couple reviews talk about how these fragrances are a bit complex. I agree with that. They are. I feel like they've all changed to some degree. Like I'm smelling different things, and I know I have a lot of fragrances on, so I will have to come back because this is an initial impression and not a review. It's hard to do a review of 7 fragrances, and especially when you are smelling them for the first time. They're all evolving. I didn't think Winnie the Pooh was going to, but it has. This review kind of sums up how I feel. Smoked vetiver, dry cedar, and powdery sandalwood combined in a heavily woody composition, paired with a cheeky touch of peach skins to make it more interesting and lighter. A woody scent for woody lovers with the peach skin note, adding a fuzzy texture to the scent that is just so lovely. I like this one. Right now, that would have to be number 2. It's unique. The Hansel and Gretel I like, but I've smelled that many, many times, and I'm sure we all have. But this one is something I don't have. And I'd love to layer that with something peach just to add a little more. But that's a win for me. We have one more fragrance to go, and that is going to be the Jungle Book. Now, the Jungle Book is $120, and it's inspired by the book, The Jungle Book by Rudyard Kipling. Venture into the jungle with this vibrant fragrance that celebrates Mowgli's wild upbringing. A rich green woody base forms the foundation, while at its heart lies a luscious fig accord complemented by clean, airy floral notes. Celebrate a story of life, adventure, and connection within the wild's friendly embrace. We have notes of forest foliage, fig, pear, mugwort, amber, sandalwood, and cedarwood. And this is a fig and woody fragrance that's unisex. It has a moderate projection and a longevity of 6 to 8 hours. Oh, it's our last one. I'm thinking this one's gonna be really green. Ooh, yeah, but it's sweet. Okay, this is like a sweet, fresh green. I was thinking, I don't know, green could, you know, go one of 2 ways. And we'll see how this smells as it dries down. It's green, but there's some sweetness there, which might be the fig fruit and the pear, maybe. I love the opening of this for sure. I'm trying to think, do I like this one more than Pinocchio? I like this one. It is floral, it is sweet, but it's green and really fresh. It's got some fruit there. This might be number 2. Pinocchio might be number 3. This one's a winner. I could see myself wearing this a lot in the summertime. Now, none of these are giving me date night or like dark vibes. You know, they're very airy and light and cheerful fragrances. They are complex. I would have to spend some more time with each of these to really get the vibe. This discovery set is really making me happy. I really love how the perfumers have been able to embody these tales in a fragrance. The review says, this is so good. Jungle Book is just fresh and green and fun, not super strong. I love it for spring. Well, friends, that is the discovery set. Because this is volume 1, I am hoping that we will have some more volumes to follow because there are many fairy tales to choose from. My final thoughts on the discovery set was that it was 100% worth the $48, and it would have been even more worth it if I purchased it from the website, because then I would get $30 off of the Mad Hatter if I chose to do that. I think the Mad Hatter was the most expensive one. If I had to choose a favorite, it would be that. I would have to come back and rank these after I spend some more time with them, but none of them were bad fragrances. If you were looking at this discovery set from Mischief Academy, I would recommend it. I think it's totally worth checking out. And if you're someone who loves fairy tales and books, I think it's fun to smell these notes and see if it is transporting you into that story. And I can say that these fragrances definitely did that for me. There wasn't one that I smelled and was like, why does it smell like that? They were on point with the notes that they chose for these fragrances. So I'm really happy that I picked this one up. Let me know if you saw this fragrance set and were interested in it. I do hope that my first impressions of this discovery set were helpful. If you were considering a purchase, definitely worth it. And I'd love to play with these a little bit more. Maybe I can get Ariel's initial thoughts. My gut is that she would like this set. And we were supposed to film this together, but I'd love to follow back up and see what she thinks about these. It's always cool to get another opinion. But if you have smelled any of these, let me know yours. I have a feeling that Mad Hatter, that's gonna be going on the wish list. Really nice. I feel like I might have said that it's more of a fall scent, but the sweetness of that tea in there, to me, just keeps it nice and bright. I can see myself wearing it in the spring as well. Yeah, these are just very fresh. The only one that's not is the Hansel and Gretel. So those are my thoughts, and I'd love to hear what you think down below, and I'm gonna get on out of here. Thank you so much for taking out some of your time and hanging out with me for another one today. I hope this was therapy for you. You know it always is for me. And until I see you again, make sure you are being gentle with yourself, talk to yourself nice, stay safe, and you know I'll see y'all really soon. Bye.